What's up, guys? It's Alpha Wolf, and today's going to be my review for Jedi Fallen Order. I was supposed to get that out yesterday. I'm sorry I didn't, but um, I've it was recently Thanksgiving, and I've just been basically just sleeping it off because it was a big day and went a lot of places. Was very tired afterwards. I didn't have enough energy to make a video, so I'm making it today. And sorry if I look like hell, I just woke up not that long ago. And I also want to apologize before we get into the video. I want to apologize for the way the video looks when it comes out, when it's actually, uploaded, how it's all skinny and everything. Recording this on my phone, have been for all the videos. I don't have a professional camera yet, so my phone's gonna have to do for now. So let's get into this review. What can I say about Jedi Fallen Order that hasn't already been said to death? I loved the game. I'm playing it again on my second playthrough, this time on the hardest difficulty possible. I just really wanted to play it again. I love the game to death. It's a really good game. Probably the best Star Wars game that we have gotten since EA has taken, or not taken, but gotten the license for the Star Wars games. Which is really good and really bad at the same time, because Disney signed a 10-year deal with EA Games to give us 10 years of Star Wars games, and we've only gotten three games in the 6 years that they've already had the license. So maybe my personal thought is, I think we're only going to get about maybe one more game through the whole next 4 years that they have the license, and that's if they decide to cut off service to Battlefront 2, which they've recently confirmed that they're not. We're still going to get content through 2020. So I highly doubt that we're even going to get a game in the next 4 years, but if we do, I think it's only going to be about one more. And then hopefully Disney will give the license to somebody who can actually make a good Star Wars game, because EA didn't even make Jedi Fallen Order. Respawn did, and that's why the game was good. But the game is phenomenal. I've played it. This is my second time playing through it. I love the game to death. Just the story alone, without the really good combat system, the story alone is amazing. Just the story of a Jedi Padawan who has been surviving on his own for the last 5 years, since the Jedi Purge and since the Empire has risen. Surviving on his own, not being able to trust anybody. He's working as a scrapper. He didn't get to really complete his training. I don't even know if he got like halfway through his training, so he has very minimal force powers in the beginning, and then as you go through the story, you unlock more, or you remember more. And then the lightsaber, I thought, was a very unique design for the lightsaber, something we really haven't seen before, with it being cut in half and the exposed wiring and stuff like that. But the lightsaber combat system is, I think, my personal opinion, the best combat system we've ever gotten in a Star Wars video game. It's not all, you can't just go on the offensive with every enemy. You have to take a defensive and strategic approach, which I thought was really interesting. But kind of bummed for me, because I like, going on the offensive a lot, and that's kind of what gets me killed a lot in the game. But I thought that was a really unique direction that they took, and the character development is awesome. Cal's character development was amazing. You know, getting us to care for this Padawan as he goes through his Jedi training to become a full-on Jedi Knight. And the story, I've already talked about the story kind of, but going deeper into the story, you meet Seer and Grease. They pick you up on the Mantis after you are nearly killed by the second sister. And then Seer kind of trains you, but not really. It's really all up to you. But she kind of guides you, you know, where to go and everything. The planets... the planets you can go to, I thought we were going to have more than what we did. But, you know, the 4 or 5 planets that we got, other than Ilum, because after you beat the game and you can go back to the planets to get everything that you missed and discover the whole planet, Ilum maybe took me about 30 minutes to discover everything and get everything on the whole planet. So really you can just do that before you beat the game, which is kind of, in my opinion, I didn't like it because part of they haven't announced any DLC content. So for me, the planet of Ilum was kind of a waste, really, because going back and discovering everything that you missed on the planets is kind of the only thing you have to do after you beat the game. So Ilum being so short and such a small planet, it didn't really work for me. I wished it would have been bigger, or just add a different planet, you know, like Coruscant or Mustafar, you know, one of the cool planets. But you go through the story and when you go to Dathomir, you meet a Night Sister whose family is all dead. You know, she's being controlled by Malicos, I think is his name. Can't remember. But Malicos is a fallen Jedi Master who turned to the dark side after the Empire rose and took over. So you have to basically get along with the Night Sister and defeat Malicos on the planet of Dathomir, and then she joins your crew. She doesn't really do anything after she joins your crew. She just sits there, which kind of Seer and Grease do too, but, you know. I thought the potential love story between Cal and the Night Sister, I can't remember her name for anything right now. The potential love story between Cal and the Night Sister, I thought had good potential, and they could build on it if they plan on doing a sequel, which hopefully they do, because this is really the only good Star Wars game we've gotten in the last 6 years. Battlefront 2 is only good now, 2 years after release, almost 3 years. It's only good now. At the start, it was horrible, and nobody wanted to play it. But hopefully they make a sequel. I'm really hoping they do, because the game was awesome. Towards the ending, I'm not going to go into spoilers because it's a really big spoiler, and I will save that for my spoiler review, which should come out tomorrow. The ending of the game, you fight the second sister for the 3rd time, which at this point she just goes by Trilla at this point, because she doesn't even wear a mask. But you fight her a 3rd time. She was easily the best boss fight the 3rd time, because it took me about I'd say 7 or 8 tries just to even learn her moves, because when you're going to learn her moves and you just focus solely on learning her moves, she changes it up so often that you can't even really memorize it. You basically just have to go through the fight thinking you know what she's gonna do. But that was a it was a pain through the fight, and it got me mad. But it was also a really good fight, because I don't want to do a fight where they're just easily beaten. So yeah, the final boss fight was really good, and then there's something that happens after the final boss fight of the game, and I'm not going to spoil it. That'll be in my video tomorrow. But what happens after? Oh my god! I almost had an orgasm. I'm just saying. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna. Oh, I forgot to mention the Ninth Sister boss fight. The Ninth Sister, I thought it was a good boss fight, but it could have been longer, or had more variation to it. Before you fight the Ninth Sister, you get your double-bladed lightsaber on Kashyyyk, and they've updated the game now to where you can go to Dathomir early, like really early on in the game, and get the double-bladed lightsaber, and I attempted to do that, but I could not find where you do that, so I'm kind of confused on that. But you get the double-bladed lightsaber on Kashyyyk after you climb the origin tree to fight the Ninth Sister. And the fight was good, but it was really short for me. Even I just recently, the other day, beat her on the hardest difficulty, and I beat her faster than I did on my first playthrough, which was only on Jedi Knight. So that was that's kind of a problem for me. I wish the fight would be longer, but the fight overall was really good. It added so much depth to the fight. Their dialogue back and forth, and then the double-bladed lightsaber. As I've mentioned, it brings a different fight style, which sometimes I don't use it all the time, because I mainly just use a single blade. But I thought it was good variation for the double-bladed lightsaber. So that's going to be my review, guys. The game is phenomenal. I really, really hope that you don't just see the EA logo on the game and you just steer clear from it just because it's an EA game. Please pick it up if you have not and are really interested in buying it or playing it. Please pick it up, because it is so worth it. EA really had nothing to do with this game. It was all Respawn, and they did a fantastic job telling a story that we've kind of seen, but not really, in the Star Wars universe before. So, if you're worried about it, just because it's an EA game, I highly recommend picking it up. It's a fantastic game, and you will love it. So that's going to be my spoiler-free review for Jedi Fallen Order today, guys. My spoiler video will come out tomorrow, and I will go more into depth about what the game has and the surprise ending that I mentioned before. If you haven't beat the game, I've already said this in my last video, but if you have not beat the game, please do not watch the spoiler video until you have beat the game, because I don't want to spoil it for anybody. So, stay clear of that if you haven't beat the game. If you have, go ahead and watch it. But that's going to be my review for the game, guys. I hope you guys are having a really awesome day. hopefully you'll hit that I can't freaking talk apparently. Hopefully you'll hit that subscribe button, guys. Hit a like and leave a comment below about anything, whatever you want. I don't really care. I'll read them anyway. But yeah, subscribe, like, leave a comment, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.